Welcome home to your new place. It's got plenty of space, and I get it's not the same as what you've known, but welcome home, you'll be okay. You've been attached to material things, but that's not the joy that life brings. You've got your family and your friends, and in the end that's all you need, you will see. So in with the new, and hugs to the old. Things aren't quite as black and white as what you've been told, 'cause you won't forget, but you can move on. Maybe just sit down and write a song.
There they are. There, my people. Hello, I'm Mark Duncanson, and it's time for another episode of Pleasanton Live. Good to see you guys. It's Thursday, it's 7:01 right now, and today is a different day because it's election week. So I think some of my guests asked to postpone. I guess they're taking hot tubs, getting massages, de-stressing because of all the hubbub around all of our elections around the country. But I'm here as your escape tonight. I'm going to play for you 4 or 5 clips of some of my favorite moments. There's a lot of favorite moments of Pleasanton Live. Let me just go ahead and say that. But it is going to be a lot of fun to take a look back at some of my favorite clips. What am I forgetting? Oh, I want to know, you guys, if you're watching, what were you for Halloween? What were you for Halloween? What kind of special things did you do during this shelter-in-place quarantining time? What did you do? I actually set up some of my DJ equipment in the yard and played some music for my family and neighbors. We had masks on. We socially distanced, and me and my son DJ'd for our neighbors. Literally, it was just our 2 families, and it was a lot of fun. I had the equipment. Why not? What did you guys do? Let me know what you did in the comments of this video. Okay. In taking a look back, I picked 5 of my favorite clips so far, and there'll be more clip shows to come in coming episodes and coming seasons. But I wanted to start local. Let's see here. Ooh, had a socially distanced. Ooh, it's Lauryn Marie. Hi, Lauryn. Everyone knows Lauryn. Had a socially distant and masked movie night with some of my friends. Excellent. Oh, that must have been fun. Tell me what you watched, because that's also important. The content is important, Lauryn. Okay. Cool. So one of my first clips, I'm starting very local. The picture that you saw at the beginning of the video was me. Oh, I'm going to ask you, what musical do you think that was? I was in a musical at the Leisure Center years ago, like 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. What picture was that from? I'll ask you that. But the director of that show, I'm going to show you right now. And forgive me, I had never done a clip show before, so we'll see if my transitions work okay. The director of the show that I was in years ago with the Leisure Center, with Center Rep, was Diane McBride. And not just a talented director, she's also a talented educator in theater, but also a fabulous performer herself. And Diane McBride and her husband, Dennis O'Brien, were guests on the show last season, and Diane and Dennis performed a Rolling Stones song. So why don't we go ahead and check that out, and I'm going to transition like I am a professional, pseudo-professional TV studio producer / board operator. And we're going to see what happens. So please enjoy a Rolling Stone song by Dennis O'Brien and Diane McBride.
Here we go. There's little Stones for you guys. Have a good time. baby. Please, please me. I'll tell you, put me out on that street. Put me out with no shoes on my feet. And put me out, put me out, put me out of memory. Yeah. 'Cause all your sickness, I can suck it up. Now throw it all at me, yeah, I just shrug it off. 'Cause there's one thing, baby, that I don't understand. You keep on telling me I ain't your woman. Ain't I rough enough? Ooh, ain't I tough enough? Ain't I rich enough and love enough? Oh, baby, please. I'll never be your beast of burden. Sing it, baby. I'll never be your beast of burden. Never, 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 never be.
I love it. Thank you, Diane and Dennis. I am a sucker for any act that is like a husband and wife, like a partner act. I love it. We were so close to having another one of those, but they had to go back to work. Old Uncle Wendell. Look them up on YouTube. Old Uncle Wendell. That was another husband and wife duo that I almost had. Almost. But they had to go back to work in the middle of the pandemic. Can you believe it? Goodness gracious. So the next clip I have is one of the guys from my favorite band ever. And I think if you've heard me talk about my favorite band ever, there's probably 3 bands that I'm speaking of. One of them is Guster. The other is Squirrel Nut Zippers. And the third is connected to Squirrel Nut Zippers because years ago I got to see Squirrel Nut Zippers live at the Warfield in San Francisco. And this band opened for them. I got to meet the band, the Squirrel Nut Zippers, and they were hyped about the opening act called California Feet Warmers. And I was lucky enough to have 3 total of the members on Pleasanton Live last season. And one of them, the first one of the season, was Charles DeCastro. And this guy, as you're going to see in this song, he's playing 2 instruments at the same time, which is already impressive. But he's playing trumpet and accordion and singing on the song. I think I got the right one correct. Ladies and gentlemen, please have a good gander at Charles DeCastro from California Feet Warmers.
Headphones right here. All right, let me play some music for you guys. I'm going to play, I've got a live stream that I do every day at 12 o'clock on my Facebook channel, and I'm going to play some stuff I've been playing. Blue drag, it's got me dragging around. I'm almost tagging the ground when I hear that blue drag. Oh baby, that slow drag, it's got that new lazy swing. I crave that new crazy thing. I must have my blue drag. Oh, that rhythm, blue rhythm, has got me onto this mysterious grave. Oh, that rhythm, blue rhythm, has brought me onto this peculiar days. I can't get enough of blue drag. Well, it's got my soul on fire. I know that I'll never tire of that low down blue drag.
Yes. Hey, did you see? Charles like teleported to the firehouse gallery with me. Poof. I guess there's some hints of. I'm also working all these boards here, so excuse me. There's hints of green in his video, obviously. So let's see if that happens again with my next video, shall we? Let's see here. So what episode was this? Episode 2 of season 1 of Pleasanton Live. We had Don Lewis on, as well as 2 guests. Besides that, we had Terry from Cellar Door. We had Don Lewis, and one of my favorite people to work with, and just a fabulous person, was Martha Cerda. And I'm just going to play a bit of a clip that we had. Martha Cerda is one of our recreation coordinators, like I am, but she works at the El Viso Adobe and Community Park. She's an amazing environmental steward, as well as just a fabulous naturalist as well. Her favorite thing is birds. And you get to hear a little bit about one of her favorite birds and what she hopes to be, what she wishes she was if she was an animorph. Again, one of my favorite people to work with, one of my favorite people in the world is Martha Cerda, and here we go. Alviso Adobe, a co-worker of mine. It's Martha Cerda. How are you doing?
Hey Mark, how are you doing?
Really good. I'm so excited. Wait a second. Are you at the Adobe right now?
Are you at the firehouse? No! This is a picture I actually took about a week ago when it was very nice and sunny. Yes, I'm a naturalist at the El Viso Adobe Community Park. It's along Old Foothill Road. It's a beautiful historical park. Where we just hope to explore local history and natural history with the community. The park is still open for folks to walk through. We just ask that you keep your social distance of 6 feet apart from anybody that's not in your family. And we are working on virtual content to connect folks
Excellent.
with the environment and with history, both amazing passions of mine.
I have to tell you, when we first built the Adobe, I was at the firehouse already. Oh, no, I wasn't. The firehouse wasn't built yet. But I came up there, and I was always happy where I was. I was like, oh, this is fun. I work for the city of Pleasanton. This is great. I have a desk here. This is great. But when I got the Adobe opened, I looked at that view and went, I want to work here.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. It's a beautiful view. If you have not gone up, you need to go up there, take a hike. That's not an insult. I'm saying take a hike. Do it. Hike up there. And I have to say, it is an absolute pleasure working with you, because I get excited about hiking. I get excited about the nature. I love nature anyway. I like camping. But every time I've had a conversation with you about what you do, I get excited about what we have at the city.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of working with such a talented team. I think everybody's really passionate about what they do. And just seeing Don just a few minutes ago, just jamming to his music and how happy he was. I think I'm the same way about nature and history. You're the same way about your programs and the
Yes.
firehouse. And to be able to work with such a talented group of people and such a beautiful community, I mean, how could you not love what you do? It's really just amazing.
It's my jam. By the way, speaking of nature, and this may be a cliche question, what's your like favorite animal? If you had to, if you could morph into any animal, do you remember the book series Animorphs? Remember that? Yeah. What animal would you morph into?
For a very long time, I actually do have answers for these things because I do think about those things. For a very long time, up until like last year, my answer would have been the American black oyster catcher. It's this
What?
beautiful bird that just loves to eat clams, like me. It's a shorebird, and it has this beautiful red orangey beak and the most beautiful bright feet.
Oh.
And I love it. I love it so much. But I think it was last year I happened to be on a hike and I saw this California quail, and I just feel like I'm more of a California quail. Birds are my favorite animals ever. I love birds, which is why my animal would has to be a bird. Sometimes
Did
it
you?
changes.
You know, I didn't know that there were quails in Pleasanton until I was leaving the Firehouse Arts Center late one night and saw like a family of like the Partridge Family almost like, and I was like, what? The little. It's like, what? There's a quail at the firehouse. I already knew there were turkeys.
I know. A lot smaller than turkeys, but so cute. I mean, they look like small little footballs, and they run so
They're
fast.
fast, and
Yeah,
the faster they run, the cuter they get.
yeah. They're beautiful. They're just beautiful birds. They're very intelligent.
One of my favorite people, and I love that description of a quail. They look like little footballs. They do. They look like sweet, feathery little footballs that just keep getting cuter the faster they run. Isn't that sweet? Martha Serda, and I must remind you guys that was way back in May of 2020. So we have different programming that may be coming up. So make sure that you just check our website, pleasantonfun.com, pleasantonfun.com. You can see right there as soon as you put the page up, pleasantonfun.com, you will see that there's a host of different programming that's available, including Creatures of Impulse, which is the improv troupe that I direct and started. We have a middle school teen mysteries Zoom coming up. So if you've ever played the circle game Mafia and have enjoyed it, years ago, Kirby Marshall Collins, who's one of our former Creatures of Impulse members, completely formatted a improv format based on the Mafia game, this Mafia circle game. And we adapted it even further for Zoom and kind of a murder mystery for middle school students. It's an appropriate murder mystery for middle school. So go on pleasantonfun.com, find it. It's right there. You can sign up. People are already signing up. You don't want to miss out. Let's see here. Another one of my favorite clips. I first met Kira Gordon when she was in a group called The Freeze. And The Freeze is like a West Coast version of Freestyle Love Supreme. It's an improvised hip hop, and she was a keyboardist and singer for the group The Freeze. And when I saw The Freeze live first time in San Francisco, I was utterly impressed at the musicianship and how seriously they took the music without taking themselves seriously. And someone that just shined through was Kira Gordon. And it turned out she was on her own just a consummate pianist and vocalist and all around fabulous person. So I am going to bring this clip right up and bring up Kira Gordon. We're going to see if she ends up in the Firehouse Gallery, the Harrington Gallery here. Apparently there's hints of green everywhere in all these videos. So please enjoy Kira Gordon.
So, yes. This is a song called In Deep Waters. And I wrote it for my husband.
every day that I wake to you is another falling blue. It falls so sweetly, pure and pretty, as I gaze across the room. And I know I want to be with you as the river meets the sea. And I feel you right here next to me. In deep waters I am free. Life was very ordinary until you came along. Hands and fingers were lifeless fixtures, just waiting to turn on. Currents of electricity inside these broken limbs. Now awake with possibility, you'll light me up from within. And I know I want to be with you as the river meets the sea. And I feel you right here next to me. In deep waters I am free. Now I carry this estuary inside my heart with you. Set our home when we're all alone in the deepest blue. And I know I wanna be with you as the river meets the sea. And I feel you right here next to me in deep waters. I'm so thankful that I found you. I don't wanna leave without you. I'm so thankful that I found you. I don't wanna be without you. In deep waters I am free.
Beautiful, beautiful voice. Am I right? Gee whiz. Check her out, Kira Gordon. You can go back to all of our videos that we have posted on our Facebook page at Firehouse Pleasanton, at Firehouse Arts Pleasanton on Facebook, and right here on Pleasanton Live. You can look at past videos and find the names in the descriptions and the titles, and you can look at all the information. Follow these artists as well. And I have one more artist to feature for you. And I keep saying favorite, and that's not fair to do, but she really is. We had a program called the High School Music Collaborative for 4 years so far, and one of the members just stood out because of her story. Her parents had no idea she could sing or play guitar in the fashion that she does currently. They didn't even know. Hey, wait. Oh, there's my automatic focus is unfocusing. And when I heard that story, this was after 2 years of knowing her, I found out, I was like, what happened was she said, hey, Mom and Dad, I'm going to enter the talent show at my school. And this was middle school. And they're like, okay, we've never heard you sing or anything like that. Sure. And she hid in her room for weeks and practiced a song. And they were so surprised to see this talent just bloom. And knowing that, I was just highly impressed that in middle school, she found her voice and her talent and her passion. And her name is Natalie Cruz. Natalie Cruz. You search Natalie Cruz on SoundCloud, You will not be disappointed. Ladies and gentlemen, oh dear, look what I just did. Green screen, hello. Please welcome Natalie Cruz. Have a listen and enjoy.
And then my last song is another original. And I found it in one of my books while I was packing. And I think I wrote it like 2 years ago. And it was just really nostalgic to me, so I wanted to play it. Everything will turn out nicely in the end. Look through the looking glass and see how the light bends. You'll find yourself screaming on top of a mountain, but it's okay if you're just out of words to say. Paint your nails the pretty blue you've always liked. Show them off to the ocean and the sky. After all, they always say how you're one of a kind, and they will blush as brightly as the flowers in the lush. Don't talk to me, I'm out of words. I won't give you a complete verse. Don't talk to me, I'm out of words. I won't give you the answer you're looking for. But just maybe it's okay to say everything hurts. Take that pain and sit with it. Learn its name, even though you wanna hide. Healing happens when feeling happens, so don't be shy. Everything will turn out nicely in the end. The end.
Yay, Natalie. We miss Natalie and wish her the best. I know she moved out of California with her family at the end of the year last school year. So we wish her the best, and I'm hoping for some more music. I'm gonna email her up and say, hey, you got any more music, because she's fabulous. We have done it again. We have artistically engaged another 29 minutes away, you guys, here on Pleasanton Live, and I'm happy to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, join us next week for more guests. We have some really fun artists on the hook, Bay Area and otherwise. Some people that you might know from the Bay Area that moved to the East Coast to pursue their theater career. Let me give you a hint right there. And some are staying right here in the Bay Area and continue to pursue their passion for the arts. And I hope you can continue to pursue your passion for the arts. I hope you continue to wear your masks so we can knock this thing out. I hope you continue to treat each other with kindness. This election has gotten us crazy. I'm not getting political. All I'm saying is we need to treat each other with kindness no matter what or who you voted for. Okay? Take care of each other. We're going to see you next week, you guys. Thanks for being here.